recently, and I thought this would be a perfect little stocking stuffer for St. Nicholas Day coming up. I always enjoy just giving little simple presents on St. Nick's Day to, really prime the spirits and help, build up that anticipation for the Christmas holiday. So I think I'll have a lot of fun with this little puzzle. Of course, it won't take too long, but it has some pretty rad artwork featuring Venom, the infamous Spider-Man villain and sometimes anti-hero. So it's always nice when you see a nice sealed puzzle at a thrift store, because of course all the pieces are included as intended. So this is the first little item I wanted to show, and I'm really excited to give this to my brother on the holiday. Alright, and presenting the next item. This is a vintage Wilson baseball glove. Now this is a semi-vintage model. My best estimates and research places at maybe 1975 to 1980s or so. Now, it does have someone's name written on it, but they have since passed ownership of this item, and I found it at the thrift store for just $7.99, which I thought was a terrific price for such a nice example of this vintage glove. So you can see here, this is US made, featuring the US Wilson patch, which is not even on all the USA made models, but the greater sign confirming that it is made in US is this stamp here found at the heel of the glove. Made in US, and some other details. We see stab action. The model is the A2002 XLC. Now this is a left-handed glove, making it even more unique in my opinion. And for the age, it is terrific. There's no splitting or nastiness on the inside of the glove. This is a very fine example of a vintage classic. I love collecting these good examples of these baseball gloves, and we can see here the patent is listed. Patent 2231204. But just such a nice example, and who knows, maybe the name found on the glove is a current pro, but there's no way to confirm that. But such a nice example of a vintage sporting good. Just look at that. Very little wear, just normal stuff you would expect. But I could not pass this up for just $8. Such a fine example. We have here the Wilson 2002 XLC, made in USA. And moving on to our next item. Now this is a very neat and seemingly complete example of the Harry Potter Lego series. This is Hagrid's hut, and I believe this is the second model of this, where it features the hippogriff, I believe, and many of the characters. for sure that this is complete without first counting and inventorying the pieces or constructing the set. So I do plan on sharing the construction of this set with the channel, and that would be a very fun video that I hope you tune in for in the future. So again, we have Hagrid's Hut. Let me just see if we can find some of the cool mini figures in here. Just moving it around to see if we can find that griffin or hippogriff. Oh, and look at right there. We'll see our friend. And it looks like there might be a few pieces that are hopefully included with the remainder of the set. But this looks very complete, so I'm sure they're in there. But be sure to check back in the future. I built this very neat little Lego set, and funny enough, the original Hagrid's Hut was actually my first Lego set that I remember receiving as a kid. So this is a very neat throwback, and I'm excited to put this one together, and I hope that you will join me for that. And yes, I only paid $6 for this, so if this is in fact complete, that is a tremendous bargain, and the type of item that just is really exciting to find while out at the thrift store. Alright, and moving on to our final item. Now, this is something different for me now. This is a Gundam Sentinel 5XS Gundam. Now, I'm not exactly a Gundam fan, but I do love the mech type genre, so this is very neat. I love Power Rangers and all the awesome Megazords that you see on that series, so I do find these type of mechs very fun and interesting, and we'll open this up and see the type of kit. Now this was an open box, but the contents appear complete and sealed. So I kind of looked at this and made sure it was all included, and it looks like we have everything. And I've actually never put together this type of model with these really detailed and just to scale pieces, so I'm excited to do this. Now, this is another one that you could expect to see on the channel, because I think it would be very, very fun to put this together and share the experience with you all. Whoops, I'll get this sorted out later, but this very neat Gundam figure I am excited to share with the channel, and again, I paid $10 for this, which seemed like quite a bargain. So that's all the cool, interesting things that I found recently at the thrift store, and I hope you visit again to see future thrift store finds as well as the construction